on that side on what's called the LAB test. And then not only that, but you came short by points. 2 points also. So you got to meet a minimum of 43 points, okay? Do a full inspection. Shut it off. It's only going to take me 5 minutes, okay? So you can learn. Shut it off. Unlock the hood on your side. Remember, are you a trainer? Are you a trainer?
Well, that's what they got me doing. This is my restricted duty. I'm not really a trainer. They just got me doing it.
Okay.
I don't think he's a CDL trainer. He's training more for just the job training.
Just quickly, with the inspection covers on the front of the vehicle, okay? Headlights, clear, not cracked or broken, both of them. Yellow or amber turn signal on both sides, okay? 5 amber marker lights, not cracked or broken. That's the only thing that you check on the vehicle from. The grill, the bumper, plate, doesn't really apply, okay? So we're gonna pop the hood now. We're gonna start with the engine compartment on this side. Alternator, mounted secure. Belts, no cracks, no frays. Proper tension, no more than 3/4 of an inch. Water pump, secure, not leaking. Again, run with the same belt, not cracked or frayed. Proper tension. Overall condition of all the hoses on this side, not cracked or broken or leaking. No leaks underneath the engine, okay? That's about it on this side of the engine. So we're gonna go over to the other side. And we can start with the coolant level. About the fuel mark, not leaking. Power steering fluid, about the fuel mark, not leaking on the hoses. This is not your air compressor. Air compressor is these babies right here. Okay? Where this orange hose is connected to it. So this is a gear-driven air compressor, secure, not leaking. Oil level, we check right here. You don't have to pull it out, wipe it off. All you gotta say, this is where we check the oil level, make sure it's above the fuel mark. Overall condition on this side, all the hoses not cracked or leaking. I don't see any leaks on this side of the engine either, on the ground. Now we're gonna cover the steering components. Steering box, secure, not leaking. Linkage, steering linkage. This arm is called the Pitman arm, not cracked or broken. That's about it for steering components. Suspension, spring mount on the front and another spring mount on the back, not cracked or broken. U-bolts in the middle, not cracked or broken. Leaf springs, not cracked or broken. We have a shock absorber, secure, not leaking. Yes, there you go. Book says spring mounts, okay? So now we're going to talk about brakes. Brake hose, not leaking. Brake chamber, secure. Slack adjuster. And now you're going to mention a push rod. Remember that. Okay? And no more than 1 inch of travel on the push rod if your brakes are released. Brake drums, if you were able to see them, you're looking for any cracks. You got to mention the brake linings or brake pads, no less than 1/4 inch. Tire. You told me 2 out of 3 things. Tread nap, no less than 4/32 on the steer. No cuts, bulges on the inside or the outside wall. You'll be checking the air pressure with gauge.
Yeah, okay,
Now everything's going to start to come back to you. Rim, not cracks or any illegal welding. All the lug nuts are secure, not showing any rust streaks or any shiny tread that will indicate looseness. Hub oil seal, not leaking. So that covers your steering, suspension, your brakes, tires, and the rim. Okay? We're going to go over to the other side. It's much easier to see the exhaust and the rest of the items that we need. We have an amber turn signal, not cracked or broken. Amber reflector, not cracked or broken. So on your door open and closes properly. Mirror it's secure, not cracked. Stats are secure. Exhaust secure, not leaking. Amber marker light, not cracked or broken. Amber reflector, expressor. Fuel tank. The cap is secure. Straps are secure. I don't see any
Leaks.
frame. Looking for any cracks or any illegal welding.
That's what I'm missing.
Drive shaft secure, not twisted or bent. Now we're going to start with the suspension on the rear. We got a front spring mount. We also have a rear spring mount. Secure, not cracked or broken. I'll be checking for my leaf springs not to be cracked or broken. U-bolts in the middle. U-bolts in the middle of the spring, not cracked or broken. I'm also going to cover my brakes here right away since I'm in here. Brake chamber secure. Brake lines secure, not leaking. I have my slack adjuster and my push rod on the rear here. No more than 1 inch of free play if I would release the brakes. Brake drum behind the wheels, not cracked. Brake pads or linings no less than 1 inch. I do not have a spacer in between these wheels, and that's because my rims are buck wheels. Okay? So I'm going to check my tire for 30 seconds of tread minimum. No cuts or bulges on the inside or the outside wall, and I'll be checking my pressure with a gauge, tire gauge. The rim again, no cracks, no illegal welding. All the lug nuts are secure, not showing any shiny tread or any rust streaks which will indicate looseness. Axle seal, not leaking. Mud flat, secure, not torn. Red reflector, red marker light, not cracked or broken. Okay. All the rear lenses on the back with my clearance and my red tail lights, proper color red, not cracked or missing. Door is secure. We don't have to open it up. My cables are secure and present. If you don't mention the cables, you still will get credit anyways. Okay.
So some of them don't have them out here.
Or some doors, if they're the swing doors, then you're gonna mention your door and the hinges. Lift gate is secure. You call this something else, so I give you credit for that. I can't remember exactly what you call it.
I don't know. Look at
Okay. For the lights, operationals on the rear, you gotta make sure you mention your tail lights, which will be these two down here. Marker or clearance lights, you have to call those out, okay? Then you start with your left, the right, the four-ways, and the brake lights. Okay, that'll be, remember when you're doing the outside walk around inspection, checking for the condition of the lenses, reflectors. When the instructor will tell you now you're going to do the safety lights operationals check, that's when you're going to check, make sure all the lights work. Rear and the front also. Then you can go to the front for the safety lights operationals check on the front. You'll be looking again for headlights, low beams, headlights, high beams, left turn signal, right turn signal, always, and the 5 amber marker lights come on when you check your safety lights operations. You can go on that side. I'm going to go on the driver's side so I can do quickly the ATF. You have to buckle up. You can come on. Since you're doing the video. Okay. Safety belt, not frayed. The latch is secure. Vehicle it's neutral. I'm going to safe start this truck. Have to wait for all the computer to cycle. I don't see any lights staying on, so it's safe to start. Okay, all my gauges, wherever I have pressed in here. I can start with my water temperature. It's rated about 180. My air gauges, about 110. I don't see a volt gauge, but my volt gauge should read anywhere from 12 to 14 volts. And my oil pressure, normal operating, should be anywhere from 20 to 40 psi. Mirrors, secure and adjusted from the inside. Windshield, no cracks. My wipers and washers work. Heat and defrost position. And it's working. Safety and emergency equipment. 3 retro angles. Spare fuses if needed. And a fire extinguisher. Secure. Charge or on the green. Okay. I'm going to do a parking brake test. I'm going to try to talk against it, okay? So be careful. So with my button out or apply, the parking brake is holding. Okay. I'm going to start my 1, 2, 3 check. Air gauge is reading right around 120, so I can go ahead and start the 1, 2, 3 check. In this particular vehicle, I need the key on the on or battery accessory right away. I'm also going to release or push in this button. My needles are going to stabilize right around 100. So I'm going to press and hold the brake pedal for 1 minute. And I should lose no more than 3 psi in that 1 minute. I am also listening for leaks. And I don't hear any leaks. The needles are holding stable there. We're going to assume that we waited the 1 minute already. That was my leak test. For the alarm or signal, I'm going to start fanning the brakes. Right around 60. My alarm by either a light or buzzer or etc. will come on. I have an alarm and a visual warning sign. So that was my step number 2. For the button to release, to pop out, I'm going to continue fanning the brake. Anywhere from 20 to 40, the button will pop. Step number 3, button pop. Okay, I'm going to safe start this vehicle again to rebuild the air pressure and do the final service brake test on this vehicle. And that will be by releasing the parking brake, select the gear, roll forward, and at 5 miles per hour, I'm going to apply the service brake pedal. I'll be looking for the vehicle not to move either to the right or the left, and no delay on the braking action. That will complete the full inspection of the Class 2 vehicle. One thing that I forgot to mention is the light indicators on the dashboard. Left turn signal indicator comes on, right turn signal indicator, 4 ways. With the headlights on, high beam indicator, 4 light indicators, left turn signal, right turn signal, 4 ways, and the blue signal for the high beam. Now that will conclude the vehicle inspection.